All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. So in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is exactly what's next on the agenda. So we're going to actually be, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you guys real quick. All right, folks, now that we have the car in the air, what we're going to be doing is going ahead now and start removing some of these motor mounts. We're going to go ahead and cut that clutch line. I'm not going to deal with trying to remove it right now. We're just going to cut it there. We don't need it. We got to get a new clutch line, or we have a new clutch line anyway. So we have the passenger side mount as well, still attached. But remember, I'm going to do this with the subframe. Going to come out appropriately and not all messed up. So, guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. We got packages here, guys. Finally, we got packages. So that one here is from Prime. So you already know what that is. That's going to be the timing belt for George's car. I can't wait to put this thing back on. As you guys can see, I'll turn on the, I don't know if I can turn on the light here. Well, I can't turn on the light. But everything is back on timing. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm going to manually crank the car a couple times just to make sure that the belt is not rubbing or touching on anything once I install it. But that's going to be enough for that. I just want to let you guys know that we did get those parts in. So George's build should be finished relatively soon. So jumping back onto here, as you guys seen, I put this thing on jack stand. So finally we are up in the air. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut that clutch line right down there and start removing the ECU plugs so then we can move everything in and drop the motor. I'm going to go ahead and remove these wheels and go ahead and remove the actual spindle from the hub, or the spindle from the suspension, just so then we could drop everything in one shot. I'm going to go ahead and remove these beat up old tires. So just the car's going to be on jack stands for a little bit, just until I can go ahead and remove everything, bring it out here. Motor. So guys, let's do this. Let's jump into it and let's go. All right, folks, just to kind of show you where we're at, kind of in the middle of the video. So I did pull that last motor mount bolt. You see it's kind of just dangling literally right there. I'm just waiting to go ahead and put the jack under here so then I can have the dollies there, so then the motor could just fall on the dollies, which that's where we're at right now. All I have to do is release the subframe bolts and this whole thing is coming down. So guys, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna put you guys back on the camera stand, put you guys right back here so you guys can watch everything. So let's go. folks, thanks to time lapse, you guys have seen me pull this motor out of this MR2. So you see kind of where we're at. We removed everything from the inside. That 5S with the trans is right there. We're going to be using the subframe. Obviously, we're going to be using, you know, the hubs, the axles, or not these axles. We're probably going to get some new ones. These things need rebuilding. They will get some new ones. But as you guys see, we have it off. So next thing, what I want to do is I'm probably going to do it off camera. Is basically just put the subframe back onto the car, just to make it a running or a rolling shell. So I'm not going to record that, guys, just so you guys know. It's basically just those two bolts there and those two bolts there, and then you just reverse what we did, or what you see me do in the video, as far as with the arms and the spindles and stuff like that, guys. Very easy. So I'm just glad I got this off. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling off this harness, because we're gonna have to send it out to Doug at Wire Gap anyway. We're gonna have to start removing some stuff there on that motor. Jack stands. We're looking good, guys. We are looking really good. So I'm really excited on where we're at with this motor so far, or with this car so far. Again, guys, this is gonna be the end of the episode. Again, like, share, subscribe.
A few days later.